So with the new D23 showcase, we got updates on a lot of movies that will be coming out soon. But the only two that I'm interested in is Fantastic Four First Steps and Daredevil Born Again. Fantastic Four is a franchise that a lot of us loved as a kid, especially me. With the last movie that the franchise had, I feel like they need to redeem themselves, and this movie just might be it. It has a great casting. Aside from the Mark Zuckerberg lookalike, I think Pedro Pascal will do an okay job, and the same can be said for the rest of the cast. We don't know that much about the film so far because Marvel hasn't officially released a trailer, so there's not much to go from. There are theories that they will be facing off against Galactus. What we do know is that the movie will be set in an alternate universe where the 1960s has futuristic tech, which I personally like because retro-futuristic looks cool. We also got introduced to the costumes that they'll be wearing, and Marvel is getting a lot of backlash and hate because of this costume, but I personally like this. I think it will fit into the vibe of the show really well. It also takes a lot of inspiration from the first set of costumes with the white accent, so I'm loving it. I'm not sure why everyone else is tweaking out. The DareDevil franchise has always been something special because it's a lot more grim and a darker tone to it. It reminds me a bit of Batman. The comics of Daredevil Born Again remind me a lot of The Dark Knight Rises because Matt's secret identity got leaked and Kingpin completely wrecks him. He wrecks his secret identity. Matt was literally going insane. He had no money, he had no friends, all the people around him were dying or going missing, and it literally drove him crazy. This broke him down, but he ended up rising from the ashes, reprising his role as the Daredevil. Now, I thought the movie would have went in a similar direction. I was hoping that was the case. That doesn't seem like it at all. We got a few trailer leaks, and what we can see from the trailer is that Punisher will be back. So we have Punisher back, the White Tiger, and Kingpin and Daredevil will seemingly team up. And when I saw this, I was like, why would Kingpin and Daredevil be teaming up? But the villain of this series will actually be Muse. And if you're not familiar with who Muse is a psychopath. He's one of the darkest and probably the most messed up villains in Marvel because he's a serial killer that used the blood of his victims to make paintings. And that's gotta be the most messed up thing ever. Since it's Born Again, I think they're gonna continue with the plot that a villain is gonna break Daredevil because such a messed up villain is gonna have some severe psychological and physical effects. So I think this villain will really mess Matt up in the head, and that's why I had to bring in the Calvary. This will be hands down one of the best Marvel shows to be released next year. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments and subscribe.